Hey guys, this is Saint from Direwolf Airsoft. As a team, we've been going over, at least we just started going over our loadouts individually. So I'm going to go over some of what I use today. I'm not going to get into super detail. As you can see, I have 3 plate carriers here, and they're all kind of the same setup, which I'll go into a bit. But hopefully you'll be able to learn something from it. Enjoy! Alright, so as I was saying, I have 3 plate carriers here. I'm a bit of a gear nerd. There's no reason you really need this many plate carriers, but it is what it is, and here I am. So on the left here, I have a Crye JPC and Ranger Green. Typically use that for indoor, and I do kind of like a FBI, HRT, whatever, loadout. The one I go to the most is my Faro Concepts FCPC. That's in multicam, which is our team color, so we use that the most. We also run Woodland sometimes, so it kind of makes like a little Marsoc-ish loadout. It's kind of fun to do. And then I also have this replica 6094, I forget what brand. So that's usually, again, for indoor or just whatever throwaway game. I think I used it outdoor last time, which is why the radio's on there. But as you can see, each plate carrier is kind of set up in the same way. On the right side I have 2 pistol pouches, and then I typically will have a mag pouch to the right side, which is the same for all of them. And then for radios, the JPC I don't do anything, it's just really minimal. I don't even have a hydration on there yet. I might pick up something small eventually, but it's not really a priority. The Faro Concepts one, I run the radio on the inside cummerbund here, right there. Same with the 6094, which it's actually in there right now. And then to show you the back panel setups really quick, I have a Mayflower back panel on the Faro Concepts, and then a replica LBT one, which has all the fancy stuff that's not necessarily useful for airsoft, but again, I'm a gear nerd and I want my stuff to look at least somewhat accurate. But overall, I run 3 mags in the kangaroo pouch typically, and then I'll add 1 or 2 on the side. So I run 5 mags plus 1 in the gun to start usually. And then if I need any more, I'll throw them in like a back panel, or someone else can hang on to them, something like that. But typically I don't go through more than 5 or 6 in a game. Alright, just a quick jump cut here, because I totally forgot to mention what kind of plates I use. I use these plates by Wad Precision. I bought a set of, it comes with a front and back, and it's engraved there. They cost me about, I think it was like $55 shipped. Nice hard plastic that's molded the shape of a plate, so I definitely suggest getting these. It comes with a foam backer too. Last I checked, I think he had a backlog, so I don't know how many are being made, if any, but he's on Facebook if you want to check him out. So yeah, those are my plate carriers. And then if we go into clothing, obviously, me being a gear nerd, I like Crye things. For multicam, I have an AC set, and then I have the Ranger Green G3 set, because why not? And then, as I said, we do Woodland, which I have over here. That's an all-in set. I see nothing wrong with replica clothing too. I mean, it gets you by. I'm not going to pay $800 for a faded, destroyed Woodland set, so I think I paid maybe $150 for the whole set for all-in, so it gets me by. And then in addition to that, I have AOR1 and AOR2, because again, I'm a nerd and want to have a full set of everything. So it covers all bases. And then here are a few of my helmets. I usually run this one right here, which is the FMA Maritime. I have a Anvis set up on it. I don't actually have the Anvis yet, but I have everything ready to go for it if I ever decide to get money, which that's a joke, but we'll see what happens. And then I run a Contour I have my Manta strobe on top, obviously fake, because again, why would I bother paying $150 when I can get a fake one for $30? And then I have 2 V-lights, so a dead marker and then a follow me marker. And then if I'm not wearing that one, I have my airframe over here, which I usually just swap out the V-lights and the strobe. But I have a little MLPS or whatever it is. I believe it's fake too, but again, it still works. Has the 3 lighting settings in full white and infrared. And then I think I have one more over here. So I have a Mish 2001, again replica. It's kind of set up like Navy Special Warfare. I just try to copy, like, not copy, but do impressions of different loadouts and things like that. A few other details. I usually wear my mechanics gloves. Simple, 20 bucks. They've treated me very well. Just about ready to get a new pair, but I've been using them for probably 2 or 3 years now, and they're still pretty good. The Velcro is kind of weak on them, so just take note of that, but gloves are pretty much preference to whoever. For iPro, I wear Oakley M frames, usually with the Helo kit. They're not in here right now because I went shooting recently. Sometimes fields may require you to have a strap in the back, but that's easy. They're set up for that. So, just something to note. But these are definitely worth it if your field allows for them. I don't like goggles because I sweat a lot. I fog it really, really quickly. But I do have a set just in case I do need them. For boots, I wear Salomon's. I highly suggest you try these out. I've heard only good things about them. A lot of people run Merrills and never really got into them, but Salomon's, for me, they fit very well. It really kind of feels like you're wearing sneakers. I don't even sweat in them, which is amazing for the people who know me. And then I have 2 of my guns here. So I have a VFC HK 416, which is set up, in your typical SEAL fashion. You got your AAC suppressor. I have a replica Surefire light, PEC box, and XPS EOTech, the Magpul stock. And then I run a Blue Force Gear sling, padded sling. Definitely worth it. It's super comfy. And then here's one of my other guns. It's an old G&G, set up like a Mark 18 Mod 0. This is an actual Surefire. PEC box is a fake one and it's falling apart. Replica aim point. So again, I don't spend too much on the guns. I probably should invest a little more eventually, but they get the job done and they look the part, so that's what I really care about. I don't have it here, but I usually run sidearm. I'll either do a Stark Arms Glock 19 or a Tokyo Marui 226, depending on the loadout. I just kind of use whatever. Yeah, overall, that's pretty much what I wear for the game. Any game. So either way, that's kind of the overview of my loadouts. They're all pretty similar and mostly interchangeable. Again, you could easily get away with one plate carrier. I just like multiple colors of different things, so it adds up. But overall, I enjoy it. I enjoy the gear, so it's kind of what I use. Thanks, guys.